mess around with settings a little bit, and I don't know how to change the orientation, I just realized. Yeah. So all I'm really gonna do today is finish coloring something that I've been working on, and holy crap, the change in expected orientation is going to take a minute. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, nope. Ignore me. Oh my gosh. Yep, I don't know how to change the orientation. This is gonna piss me off. I really hope somebody eventually joins this, because this would be really sad otherwise. So I have about an hour and a half. I thought it'd be fun to just finish my drawing of Fawn from the Tinkerbell movies, because, yeah. I guess if no one is joining, then I will just get started. Start with her hair. Today I woke up early to go to the gym. Woke up at a nice crisp 6:45. And I was planning on going to a yoga class, but that didn't end up working out because I was not in the mood. So I did the stair climber for I think about 15 minutes, and then I walked a 15-minute mile on a treadmill, and then I went home. And I have been lollygagging all day because I didn't know what to do before streaming. Yeah. If anybody ever joins us, y'all can ask me questions or say something. I really don't care. This was just some motivations to actually finish a drawing. Alright, that's the top of her hair done. Hold up. Perfect. So I can actually see what I'm doing in real time instead of constantly zooming out. Beautiful. Oh hey, there's people. I kind of looked away for a minute, and now there's like 30 of y'all. Hi! How are y'all doing? Are y'all having a nice Wednesday, middle of the week? I don't know how to see chat, or if there is chat, question mark? Anyway, hi! Oh, now there's like 12 y'all. Hey! It's weird. I don't typically talk a lot while drawing, but figured that this would be fun because I have a shift at work at 2, and I decided that'd be fun to just spend an hour and a half actually being productive and finishing a drawing that I've been meaning to finish for like a week now. think I posted just the work in progress video yesterday, so it's fun. If you don't know, this is Fawn from the Tinkerbell movies. This is not my favorite drawing, but I do like to do some coloring, so I let her draw a rabbit. I let her hold a rabbit because rabbits are my favorite of the little woodland creatures, and I didn't want to draw a bird because birds have weird anatomy. One thing that I noticed about Fawn's design is that her hair actually isn't orange, and for some reason I thought it was. Like, this is some official art of her, and she doesn't have orange hair. So I just had to change that, because your girl's has to be ginger. I already have a little mock-up of what the colors and where I want to put them. So, yeah. It's been a long day, because again, I don't know if y'all know, but I've been up since like 6 o'clock, 7 or something, because I went to the gym, I got home, and I was like, okay, then I'll do a live stream once I got home. I got up way earlier than I meant to, and I was going to a class that was way earlier than I wanted it to be. But that didn't work out, so I got home at like 8, and then at around 9 I had nothing to do, so I have been bed drawing all day. Thank you so much! I really appreciate it. Okay. This actually, actually not very happy with this drawing, because compared to my last one, because I think it looks so good, but I'm hoping that when I get to the shading or whatever, when I get around to it, that it'll just make it better, because that's typically what ends up happening. Oh my gosh, thank you for the new subscriber. Hi! Has the weather been good for y'all? I'm from the south. Yes, I saw that. Thank you, thank you. No, I saw that notification. This is a very weird streaming setup. I'm using a music stand to hold it up right now. I'll show it. Just have a music stand to have it so I can kind of see what I'm actually doing, because, yeah. This is also typically how I record my videos as well. You gotta work with what you got, and I do not have a lot. Yes, a music stand. I haven't figured out a better way to do it. I need to. I was thinking about getting one of the stands that like clip to it. Awesome! I'll have to check out your stuff in a minute. If I have a second. Actually, after this, I'll go check out your channel, because I love supporting artists, because we're all in the same boat. What kind of stuff do you draw? Case with a kickstand? What do you mean? No idea what just happened. Oh, a phone case! I'll look into it. Sorry, it just kicked me from the live stream for some reason. I have no clue why. It says maybe I need to take a break because I have been doom scrolling all day. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no clue what just happened. So, dang. Okay. I was scared that it would just like straight up ended it and I'd have to restart it. But it looks like I can just keep going, which is great because it took me a hot minute to figure out how to do this. Yeah, it has to be because I don't know what else would cause it to do that. Getting lost in the little details. Sometimes I'll like miss a couple pixels on the edge because I use a very pixely brush. Because I can just show you. I have brushes that are less. Oh, or maybe it just comes zoomed in. But I use a very pixely brush normally, and they will just be like little pixels that I'll notice missing, and I could spend an hour just going in, finding all of the little tiny pixels. How long will it take me to draw this? No clue. I only have an hour and a half today, so at 1:30 I'm in the live stream, whether I finish or not. But for just the coloring, probably 30 minutes and maybe another 30 to do shading. Thank you so much. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Honestly, I have a couple of drawings that my average drawings take around 3 or 4 hours, but I had a drawing I did the other day that took like 6. I figure out how long it takes me because I have Procreate. If you go to the video setting and you do the time-lapse replay, if you go to the end, that's how long it takes you. So I've currently worked 2 hours on this. It is very cringy, but like, I don't really care. I'm just trying to have a chill day. Ibis Paint. I've heard a lot of good things about Ibis Paint, but I bought Procreate before, and I spent real money on this, so I also know how to use it, which is kind of why I stick with it, because I have my little brushes. No, it's only a little parasocial. It's fine. Oh my gosh, I didn't connect the line here. I'm actually officially out of school for the summer. It ended, well, today was technically the last day, but I was exempt because I don't miss school that much. And I have decent grades, so. Yeah, I think I downloaded, I don't remember the name. It was an art program, and I was starting to use it, but so much of it was like you had to pay to use that I just kind of went back to Procreate. Because it's not like, because I've heard people say it's not like a professional. Oh my gosh, lost my train of thought there. I see a line on my screen. I don't know what that's from. Because it's on the canvas, because it's moving with it. Yes, the brushes being crazy expensive is crazy to me. You mean pay for brushes? It's just like coating it. I don't get why it has to be expensive. I can get if you made custom brushes and sold them for like $10 because I know some people do that. Like, I can understand that. I actually see a girl who makes her own custom brushes for hair texture. But like, I don't know. It's just things online, like digital things being super expensive, has never made sense to me because it's just code. You can make it as many times as you want. That's kind of why the NFT thing is so stupid to me. Pretty sure NFT is dead, but like, that's kind of the vibes selling super expensive brushes give. And I believe this is the last of her skin, so I guess switch to something different. Oh, nope, forgot her ears. Sometimes I'll catch myself doing that. I'll be in the middle of doing something else, and I'll realize I didn't completely finish something that I did. I'll have to go back to it. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. See, the pixels. They're gonna... I swear I have OCD or something, because I'll see a pixel off, and then I'll have to go and fix it. Like right here, you would never notice that. But I know, which is why I have to go back and fix it. Okay. I think I'll do the top part of whatever this is. I don't even know what she's wearing, I'm gonna be honest. What device? Like what I'm drawing on? This is an iPad. I don't know what model it is. I think it's probably an iPad 2 or something. I pretty much just draw on it. I've had it for years. So I have years and years of stuff. Nice. I don't think I've ever had anything that's a Samsung. I've also not owned many devices in my life. I've had the phone that I'm using right now to live stream. I had an iPod something when I was younger. And then I've had this iPad, and that's it. So my parents are not Samsung people. I also think it makes it easier for them to sync everything together. I'm not really sure. No, it was like iPods that were pretty much just tiny phones. It was weird. I don't know. It was essentially just a little phone. I think we sometimes use it just for the music on it because it has like no battery life anymore. It didn't really have a battery life when I used it. So I would have to use it while it was on the charger, which also made the battery life worse. Yeah. It's not like the tiny little like square AirPods. It was just like a tiny phone. Because I remember I used to watch YouTube on it. So there's more places with the screen. Oh my god, and the pixel on her dress. Yeah, on an iPod. My parents called it an iPod. I don't really know what it was. It like, you could download apps on it. Again, it was essentially a tiny phone, but it was called an AirPod. An iPod. Sorry. Yeah, it's really weird now I'm thinking about it. I'm bringing back a memory I didn't know I had. An iPod Touch, yes. Again, I had this like years ago. Probably been 6. I don't know. I was very, very young when I had it. So I don't bother with like the rest of the name. It's just an iPod to me. Yes, exactly. It also didn't have any like wireless connection. It had like no storage space. So all I did was watch YouTube on it because that's all there was. That's so real. My sister is actually home right now, so I'm hoping that she doesn't come in here while I'm live streaming and see me talking to myself. I can hear her doing something in her room, probably reorganizing it again. I'm gonna be so for real. Because I know if she catches me live streaming, she's gonna be, I'm gonna go tell Dad, I'm gonna tell Mom. Yeah, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know much about electronics. I know that I have an iPhone 11, and that's about it. I actually had to try to figure out what type of AirPods I had because they didn't have a case and they ended up in the washing machine. So my dad wanted me to go get a case for it so it would hopefully not end up in the washing machine again. So they now have like a little bit of white noise to them. Yes. These have like noise canceling on them, so it'll tune everything out. But once they got washed, it now constantly makes a white noise when it tunes stuff out. So if I just have one in and it doesn't turn the noise canceling on, it's fine. But if I put both in to try to tune out the world, it'll just make like a whooshing sound. This is actually going by a lot quicker than it typically does, me coloring stuff in. I feel like I lollygag a lot when I draw. I'm not going to say I wish I was an only child, but having a sibling can sometimes it can be a lot sometimes. It's the worst having a sibling when taking a shower to this toy is mine. Yes, my sister takes like hour-long showers, so I'll get home sometimes, and oh my gosh. She'll be in that shower for an hour, and sometimes she takes 2 or 3 a day. I don't know why. It drives me crazy sometimes, and by the time I get in the shower, the water will be cold. And sometimes you just need a shower at the end of the day to like relax, and then you can't when it's cold because you're gonna be freezing. Lovely. I'm gonna be so honest, I kinda hate her outfit because I changed her outfit to shorts very last minute because I was doing the line art for the sketch. And then I was like, Fawn deserves shorts. She deserves some cute leaf shorts. And so I sketched them out. No, I didn't sketch them out. I just started doing the line art to change it. And oh my gosh. I feel like it doesn't go with her top. And I don't even know what these shoulder pads things are. I just don't feel like going in and getting rid of them because that's going to be so tedious and time consuming. Girl, you're probably better than you think you are. I've also been drawing for 4 or 5 years. Like, I've been drawing for a long time. And I feel like my art has only been improving for like the last little bit because I've been doing it. I've been trying to draw at least a little bit every day just because, practice makes better. Because there is no perfect with art. Yeah, that's also why I didn't feel like messing with it, because I figured I am probably just overthinking it. And you really can't overthink art because it's just pretty colors. It doesn't matter. Oh, thank you so much. I'm also comparing it to, I feel like I've already said, but I'm also comparing it to a drawing I did the other day that's completely finished and has like more details and stuff. And like, the fact that it's not just looking as good as the other one immediately, there's no instant gratification. Yes, it's probably my best. Yeah, it's the pixels that nobody is going to notice. It's just, I notice it, but I have to like take a step back sometimes and realize it's not actually that bad. It's not actually that big of a deal. It's all in my head. It's the same thing with the little pixels. I don't let myself get caught up in filling them in unless like I'm just working on the area, like right now. Because see, if I went back in with the soul of the shoot and I noticed the pixels, I wouldn't bother filling it in. But because I'm already working on it, that's how I do it. Hold up, I'm trying to figure out what you mean. What? Yes, I'm going in with the shading. Yes. So I'm drinking some more. Yeah, I'm definitely probably going to go back in and do the shading in a minute if I finish this. Because I still have like an hour and 10 minutes. Because I thought coloring would take a lot longer. I'm so sorry. I forgot what I was talking about like a couple minutes ago. So I'm trying to figure out what your comment means. Let's hold up. Pixels underclass with pen, basically. Pixels making the image on it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't figure out what you're talking about. Again, it's been a very long day. Gotta be patient with me. I'm gonna go back in on my shoes instead of the socks. There's a window in my room that's like right there, and I can't figure out if there's a noise being made outside. So if there's something in the background, that's what it is. Because there's just like little background noises. Yes, how screens. Yes, the screen being like little LEDs. No, I think I already locked my door. But also, I don't think she can hear me. I think she's calling somebody on her phone. I think that's what that noise is in the background. It's just her talking with her friend. So I don't think she's going to bother me because she's been in her room all day. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I've had times where I was like working on a drawing and my pen would stop working on it, but I could still like change things and I would have to like reset it. I've also had times where it would just straight up close on me. Yes, I make fun of my friend because she has an Android, and she'll complain about how it's taking so long to load. Again, I've never had an Android, but my friend complains about hers a lot. But then we'll be like, it's so much better than an Apple. I don't really care. If it works good enough, then it's good enough for me. So funny thing, she's actually gay, and my parents are not very happy about that, which would make sense why she's talking right now, because my parents aren't home. So that's why I'm also just trying to leave her alone, because yes, I'm from Mississippi, if that gives you a little more context. Like deep South Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah. Fun stuff. But it's fine. I'm planning on going into animation when I grow up, so they're a little disappointed in me too. No, I'm not gay. I'm aro-ace, actually. So that's aromantic and asexual. Because I know some people don't know the abbreviation or what that means. I'm doing a redesign of Fawn from... What? Oh my gosh. Sorry, a bunch of people popped up when I said not gay, so... Thank you. Sorry, a bunch of messages came up at once, and it overloaded my brain for a second. I was trying to figure out what to say first. Yeah. It's a redesign, so it's practically an OC. But, yeah, again, it's just... Dude, nobody cares that you're pooping. I'm gonna be so for real. Yeah. Thank you. I can't believe I got a full 5 people in here. I was really nervous that nobody was going to be watching this, and I'd be talking to myself for an hour and a half. So I appreciate y'all showing up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so honest. Sometimes it doesn't tell me if people subscribe. So I'll just like log in, and there'll be a bunch of people that subscribed. But it only does it occasionally. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I made my profile picture the day before I got my haircut, and it was a big haircut. So my hair, well, now my hair is long because it's been 5 months, but yeah, it kind of annoys me every time I look at it. It's like, oh, my hair's not that long anymore. Hold up. Bye. I have my sketchbook that I did that drawing in right here. It's a lot bigger than it looks. But yeah, I ended up doing it in oil pastels. Don't ask me why. But yeah. So right now my hair is probably about this short. long. I don't know. But originally I got it cut to like here. Yeah, thank you. But again, the day before I got my haircut, I drew this. And after I finished, I was like, aren't I getting a haircut tomorrow? Wasn't I planning on cutting a lot of it off? But it's a really good drawing, and I haven't made anything I like better since. So, I'm just leaving it at that. Trying to figure out what I was doing. I guess I'll do this little bow. I was originally going to make this bow look like a butterfly, but like, I already did the line art. And I was getting real sick of doing line art because I was doing line art and other things. Yes, back to drawing. I was trying to figure out which part of it I was on. No, the thing with me is that I have really curly hair. So having long hair, it's really thick too. And again, I'm from Mississippi. It's hot. So I cut it off. It was the middle of December, so maybe not the best time to get a short haircut, but it just felt so much nicer having it short. If I had straight hair, I would definitely want it to be really long, but my short haircut just looked really good because I don't have like tiny curls. I have bigger curls. So again, it wasn't short. It was a little bit below my shoulders, which means that, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm blanking. I just like the way my hair looked when it was a little shorter. But my mom told me I have to wait to get it cut that short again. Until maybe after band season, which doesn't make any sense to me because she said it'd be too short to put in a ponytail, even though I could put it in a ponytail. Yes, this is my first live. But the thing with hair is that it always grows back, so it'll get to your waist again. Trust. The lines on her shorts are not even, and it's going to drive me crazy, so I'm just going to ignore it, and if it looks really bad by the time I get back around to it, then I'll do something about it. But again, the tiny details, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to be able to tell. I'm going to have to live stream more often because this is fun. Because my thing with live streaming at first is because I only have about 300 subscribers, so not really a big fan base. It's also just a random noon on a Wednesday. So I already said that I was nervous that nobody was going to show up and I was just going to be talking to myself, but like, people did show up. So, yeah. I don't think I could live stream tomorrow if I wanted to, because I have stuff going on. Just trying to think. Ooh. Sorry, I hit my music stand. Oh my gosh. She has one nail showing, and I like to get people colorful nails. But my thing is, the gold is just so similar to her skin tone. I just give her a neutral, slightly lighter. Perfect. I've changed the color of the rabbit like 5 different times, and I still don't think I like this color. Because I want it to be brown, but like the really dark brown, I think it might be too dark. I might do it slightly lighter than her shorts. Okay, I think this is the color. A nice little brown. It kind of looks like a chocolate rabbit. This would have been great if it was Easter. And Easter wasn't 5 months ago. Not 5 months, 5 weeks? Oof. Feels like a while. So, I hear my sister talking in the background. She's definitely on call with someone. Now that I'm looking at the color of the rabbit, it's kind of giving caramel a little bit. I'm glad I changed the color. Because this was one thing I was like, maybe I'm overthinking it, and the dark brown isn't actually that bad. It is. It is. Because my issue is I was trying to find a color that wouldn't blend in to her outfit, like, tone-wise. So they weren't all, it wouldn't be just a bunch of middle tones. So I was like, oh, to make it darker. Hi. Again, with the rabbit, though, I feel like making it neutral, it just stuck too much out as the dark brown. Hi, welcome to chat. Again, as you can probably tell from the name, we're just drawing and chatting because I have free time before work. It's also my first live stream, so that's always fun. Also, I could not figure out how to change the orientation to where it'd be on its side, portrait mode. I could not figure that out, which messed with how I was filming this. So it's a little awkward, but I don't think you can tell that much. I'm gonna come back to the rabbit. I still hate the way it looks, but I think I'm gonna save her wings for last, I'm gonna be honest. So that means I get to start on the face. Doing the face is definitely my favorite part of all of it, all the drawing. So because then I get to do some more brushy stuff. It makes me feel more artistic than doing like the hard lines. Because I use a bunch of blendy brushes. Okay. Again, my dad just called me. I will be right back, hopefully.